So today we're going to talk about the FOCUSRITE CLARETT 8pre and what it can offer. Hi, I'm Louis Piluso. I'm a music producer, mix engineer, and songwriter. So this interface is the middle range of options from Focusrite, but it's not really a middle range because this interface is very much a pro interface. For the entry level, they have the Scarlett, then they have the Claret, and then they have the Red series that is much more expensive. The first time you see the Claret, you think that probably is the Scarlett, but let me tell you that it's nothing to do with the Scarlett. It's at another level completely. So the first thing you want to do is download the Focusrite Control app, which will allow you to make this thing work in your computer and also to be able to activate and deactivate different functions that they offer. And this gorgeous interface also offers you a wide range of free software, which I'm going to talk more in depth further along in the video. So first, let's have a look at the unboxing and what it comes with. Nowadays, brands do not offer much inside of the box because they are trying to be ecological and be good to the environment. The manual, you'll have to find it online. It does come with a power supply and it also comes with a USB cable. And to be able to register your product, you just need the serial number that you will find behind the unit. First of all, we have 8 high headroom, low noise, low distortion Claret Plus mic preamps. These preamps have the chance of activating a circuit that they have inside of each preamp called Air. You can activate this from the Focusrite Control app, and it's really nice what it does. It kind of gives you like a very slow curve from like 300 till 4,000, 5,000 hertz. And it lifts the high frequencies in a very subtle way. And it also changes the impedance of the preamp, so that makes the microphone sound completely different. And it kind of emulates what the old vintage Focusrite consoles did. If you didn't know, the mythical Rupert Neve used to work with Focusrite at one point, developing the ISA preamps and developing the consoles. You can find like a really cool documentary about the consoles right below. I wander empty streets down past the shop displays. I heard cathedral bells tripping down the alleyways as I walked on. And when you run to me, your cheeks flushed with the night. We walked on frosted fields of juniper lamplight. It also offers you 2 instrument inputs in the front. You can also choose if it's an instrument input or a line input. You have phantom power that is divided in 2 stages. You have 1 to 4 and you have 5 to 8. Here you have the controls for the preamps. And something that is really important with this preamps and this interface is that they are certified by the AES 17. This is a certification they do to prove that the dynamic range that they say they have is actually real, which is 124 dBs. And why is this certification important, and why you should look into different interfaces that you're looking to buy to see if they have this certification? Because even though the op amp of the preamplifier might say that it reaches those kind of dynamic ranges. Once they put it into the circuit and they add everything else, lots of times you lose a couple of dBs. So by being certified, they actually certify that what they say is true. And this is the real dynamic range of the interface. The important things to finish with the preamplifiers that we have to see is that they have 57 dB of boost, and they have a frequency response from 20 to 20k hertz. That is what we can hear as humans, so that's fine. The amount of gain being 57 might not be quite enough for like a SM7B or a river microphone, even though these preamps are very transparent, so you can actually take them all the way and they won't make any noise. So they will be able to power those kind of microphones. But if you want a little bit of leverage, you could actually connect a ISA preamp. That one, I think it can get to 80 dBs, since it has like 60, and then it has like a trim pot that also has positive values, and it can give you like 20 dB extra, so you get like 80 dB, which is great for river microphones. To connect our microphones, we have the two inputs in the front, which are very practical, and you also have the rest of the inputs in the back. The cool thing about these connectors is that you can put in like a TRS or a XLR kind of cable. So you get here the extra line inputs. Then you have your line outputs right here, which you have 10, which is awesome because normally we use the first one and the second one for our speakers. The problem about that is that we only are left with 6 other line outputs. And by doing this, it gives us 8 outputs apart from our monitors. So that's really cool. They also have like a word clock out. So if you have other interfaces connected, you can use this one as a master interface and connect the rest ones to this one to sync it. Then it has optical in, optical out. That's for digital connections. We can expand this and get like 8 extra inputs. And also, you could use this as a preamp kind of thing and use it to connect it to another interface and use the 8 preamps on this, which are very good preamps. Then you have USB connection, USB-C actually, then MIDI in, MIDI out, SPDIF, that is digital connections, which you can also connect the ISA to this ones, and of course, power. Here you'll find 2 headphone outputs. So the first one normally mimics 1 and 2, the same thing you would hear on your monitors, that you have the control here, which you could actually dim and you can actually mute, which is really cool. And the second headphone output is normally the 3 and 4 output, and it's the same as the one that you have behind, which is really cool if you are recording a band and you need to send them a different mix than what you are listening to in the control room. So let's talk about other functions you can find in this interface. You can use the USB-C connection to plug it into your cell phone and it will record without the need of any kind of driver. The same thing, you can connect it to an iPad and it will work great. And if you have a multi-track recording app, it will also work great. And it will work with all of its channels, so that is absolutely awesome. This interfaces come like with 3-year warranty. The good thing is that you have different versions of the Claret. You have 2 channels, 4 channels, and 8 channels, and they all have the same quality, so that's great. And the 2-channel version is awesome because it has 4 outputs that lets you use external gear if you want, or to have like separate headphone mixes. So that's something that normally doesn't come with an interface. And lastly, I want to talk about the included software. It comes with the Hitmaker expansion, which I'm going to read because it's just a list of plugins that comes for free, which are very cool. So it comes with the legendary autotune, but it's not the full version. It's just a limited version, which is also good, and it's perpetual, so you can have it for life. Comes with Brainworks, that you can use the Focusrite console plugin. You have SoftStuve, you have Lander, you have XLN, you have Relav, and more. It also comes with 3 months of Pro Tools Artist for free, which is really cool. And if you want to buy it afterwards, you have like a 35% discount, which is really cool because you don't get many discounts on Pro Tools. And also until January you have the ozone elements and the massive. What a dream I had, pressed in organdy, clothed in crinoline of smoking burgundy, softer than the rain. I wandered empty streets down past the shop displays. I heard cathedral bells tripping down the alleyways as I walked on. And when you run to me, your cheeks flushed with the night. We walked on frosted fields of juniper lamplight. I held your hand, and when I woke and felt you warm and near, I kissed your honey hair with my grateful tears. Oh, I love you, girl. Oh, I love you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what other recording interfaces you would like me to test out. Thank you so much to FOCUSRITE for sending this to be reviewed, and I'll see you in the next video. Please don't forget to subscribe. My name is Louis Blues.